Before this video begins, I want to note that I do not play Magic the Gathering. I'm going to be considering the use of these miniatures for D&D and other role-playing games, so bear that in mind. If you are a Magic the Gathering player, you might find much more use out of these miniatures. Magic the Gathering Creature Forge Overwhelming Swarm. Each of these packets cost $3.50, and each of them comes with 1 token. So let's see what I got for my 5 tokens. Number 1 seems to be kind of like a Drake type thing, which is actually a flying Drake. Now, of course, I immediately noticed that these are not going to be in scale with each other. They're all on 28mm bases, so that means the human figures are going to be in scale with D&D stuff, but most of the monsters are not. Here's a nice soldier miniature. A pretty good miniature. It might be worth your while if you're looking for a specific, soldier like this for D&D or whatnot. Looks nice, definitely in scale with D&D, unlike pretty much any of the other miniatures that I pulled from this lot. We have a nice little Faerie Rogue. Interesting, but, not the best quality. Even though this is a small-sized miniature, some of the stuff was all wonky. The arm was especially wonky. A big old dragon miniature, but not too big. In fact, this thing's pretty shrimpy. Obviously, again, not in scale. So basically, everything's going to be kind of mounted on these smaller things, which means this dragon is not going to look very impressive on a D&D table. It might make a good, Drake, though. Next up, we have a Pegasus, but unfortunately, a very small-scale Pegasus. I'll compare this to the other WizKids D&D Pegasus later on in the video. So there you have it, all 5 of my pulls from the Creature Forge, and frankly, I would not recommend you getting these miniatures if you are interested in using them for D&D. I think the price point is just way too high, and clearly these are meant to be used as tokens and not miniatures. When you are comparing the Magic the Gathering Pegasus to the WizKids D&D Pegasus, they are simply not in the same scale. I might keep this little Pegasus as like a Pegasus juvenile. I'm not quite sure yet. But hey, this set is out there, which means there's always the chance that you will find it on deep discount or clearance. So maybe down the line, you'll be able to get some cheap miniatures out of this. However, with the MSRP price, I would consider this set to be a hard pass unless you really want these miniatures because you are a fan of Magic the Gathering. If anybody has a different opinion, please let me know in the comments below.